this bad boy out for a ride. Let's see how this microphone holds up to some wind noise. I got some new gloves, so let's test them out. These are my new gloves for dirt riding. So we'll see how these do. Welcome to my humble abode, by the way. There you can see my car, my Civic Si. It's a 2008. And I've driven it all the way to Florida and back. It's been an excellent car over the years. Let's get the key out of my pocket. Let's go see how this goes. Oh. Hey, Robert. That's my landlord. Really good dude. So here's my bike. With all the mods. Got the S1 Baja lights. I got this Air Max windscreen, Barkbusters handguards. These are T-Rex mounts. Put on some KTM orange bar ends here. My SW Motec. What do you call it? Urban rack set. I love them. You can see how bright those LEDs are. They're great. They're absolutely great. Alright, visor down. Vent is up. Make sure my inside vent is closed too. Close off any other vents. Alright. Down in the first, and here we go. Oh, somebody's barbecuing. That smells good. This is Highway 9. I live right off of Highway 9, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. So I sure hope that you can hear me well and there's not a ton of wind noise anymore. So before I was just using my GoPro Hero 4 and just kind of letting it pick up whatever noise it would pick up. It has the waterproof case on it. It drowns out the wind noise a little bit, but I wanted to try something different, so I have this Purple Panda microphone attached to my GoPro now, and this is my GoPro 12 with the, how do you say, with the media mod on it. Looks like there's some stuff going down in Boulder Creek today. I'm zipping up my vents here because it's a little bit chilly right now. You can see beautiful downtown Boulder Creek. lowly stop sign. There's the volunteer fire department. Yes, there's buses that roll through here, you guys, from Santa Cruz. So I bought this KTM in July, and I've already put I bought it used with 85 miles, and now it has 4,018 miles. So in about 2 months I've driven about 4,000 miles. It's been absolutely epic. I absolutely love riding this bike. It is so much fun to commute on and ride through these twisties. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's just so fun and so easy to ride, so easy to toss around and just have a good old time on it. I've done one dirt trail run and I'm looking to do more, so hopefully on Monday I'll get to go out on a dirt trail again, because I'm off on Monday, and I'll get to record that one. Hey fellow adventure rider. Yeah, and let you guys get a peep of a dirt trail that I've discovered by meeting a new friend by the name of Alex, who lives off of Summit Road here in the mountains as well. About 30-minute ride from me is where he lives. Oh, it's nice and brisk today. It's got a nice brisk thing. Why are you flashing me, man? Unless he's warning me about cops, maybe. My lights, I know my lights are bright, man, but come on, dude. No, new pavement. S2000. A lot of sports cars around, especially on the weekends, you guys. It's like a friggin' car show out here on the weekends. If you guys ever get a chance to come out to the Santa Cruz Mountains on a Saturday or a Sunday, head up to Alice's. Head up to the 84 and 35. Oh yeah, that's what he was flashing me about. The cops pulled somebody over right there. The sheriffs. Thanks for the heads up, guy. A lot of riders, when they're in their cars, they'll signal to other riders about what's going on, so I really appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to come on out to the Santa Cruz Mountains on a Saturday or a Sunday, make sure you head to Alice's restaurant. It is a world famous restaurant. That place is called the Sawmill, but we're talking about Alice's, and they're right on the intersection of Highway 35, which is known as Skyline Boulevard, and Highway 84, which is known as La Honda Road. And where they intersect is a huge four-way, not even a four-way stop, it's a two-way stop. It's a cross street, but only the traffic from La Honda stops. If you're on Skyline Boulevard, the traffic does not stop. So it is kind of a tricky intersection to navigate. So please be careful if you do go through there, because you don't want to run your stop sign, or you don't want to pull out while somebody's on Skyline, because they will not stop, because they do not have a stop sign. There's the YMCA Camp Campbell there. A lot of stuff to see out here. I hope those of you that choose to come out for my birthday bash tailgate run, October 18th, 19th, and 20th, please come on out, have some fun, and come explore these roads. Bring your hiking gear, bring your camping gear, come on out, just have a good time. If you know, even if you don't have a car or a motorcycle, a sports car or a motorcycle. Come on out and just enjoy the woods. If you guys do come out with your sports car or your motorcycle, please drive or ride responsibly, because the last thing I want is somebody getting hurt so that they can't make it home to their loved ones. It's pretty dangerous out here on some of the roads. They're quite curvy and there could be a lot of cross traffic. So yeah, be careful when you're out here, please. I'm gonna come stop sign to stop sign just so I can get a full recording of what's happening here, and you guys can get a good video of what part of my commute is like to work sometimes. There's multiple ways I go to work. Sometimes I take this way. This is pretty much a straight north shot into Palo Alto. Of course, I have to get off the 9 and turn left onto the 35, which keeps going north, because if you stay on the 9, that goes down into Saratoga. The other way is to, right after the first stop sign, there's a little right-hand turn onto a street called Bear Creek Road, and sometimes I'll take Bear Creek Road because that connects to Highway 17, and sometimes taking the highway super early in the morning is much safer than taking these roads in the morning, because there might be deer or animals coming out at you at night here, and it's not very fun when there's a size of a buck as big or bigger than your motorcycle jumping out at you. I've had it happen a few times. Luckily nothing has happened so far because I'm going at a relatively controlled pace most of the time. I usually don't go much faster than like 45, 50 miles an hour most of the time, just to keep it safe, just to keep it within the limits, and just to keep the roll speed, you know, like I don't ever have to hit the brake when I'm going this speed on my motorcycle. Like I just kind of cruise along and just keep going. So it's absolutely beautiful. Boy, I sure hope this mic is not picking up a lot of wind noise. This is the part of Highway 9 where it starts to get fun right here. You get a lot of switchbacks. A really good place to practice your counter steering of switchbacks. If you've ridden with me before and have ever asked me about how I ride, then you know what I teach through these switchbacks. So if you want to know, hit me up and I'll be more than glad to show you some of my tips and tricks of what I do to navigate these corners so that you can become a more confident rider. It really is effortless once you learn this technique. Being able to just flick the bike just like that, and then just like this right into the corner. It's so easy to do once you learn the correct technique. It's all in the handlebars, you guys. It's all in the handlebars. All this body position stuff, you don't need it when you're just, you know, doing these at normal speeds. You know, yeah, my upper body leans over, you know, because that's just a habit for me. I've been riding sport bikes for a long time. This is my first adventure bike, so I tend to ride it like a sport bike on the street. I'm trying to break some of those habits on the dirt, because I know you're supposed to counter lean quite a bit, especially on sharper corners, and you definitely need to ride a little different on the dirt, like take wider lines and straighter lines. So here, see, I step off pretty hard here because that's a fairly sharp turn. Same thing here, I step off pretty far here too, because this is the sharpest corner we got. almost to the second stop sign where I'm gonna stop and turn around. God, this KTM is so much fun. These twisty roads. It's built off of the Duke chassis, so it still handles like a sport bike. So you can ride the heck out of it on the street like a sport bike. This is a late apex here. I love this corner. There it is. Get the bike leaned over. Pick it up. I love this little tricky left-hander here. One downshift because I saw those trucks sitting there, not sure what they're doing. Yep, and now we're pulling up on the stop sign here. So this is where it junctions from the 236 and Highway 9. Go ahead, buddy. I'm not going that way. Let's turn it back around and let's go back down the hill now. Just kind of cruising around right now. Oh man, downhill, I love this section downhill. It is so much fun. It is so much fun, this section. Love rev matching on this bike. You have to manual do it because I don't have the quick shifter and auto blipper on it, which I'm debating on getting or not. I kind of want to, but we'll see how it goes. It's kind of pricey. I don't know if it's really worth it for that price. Because the manual shifting has been pretty fun. The manual, using the clutch to rev match and stuff. Woo. God, I love this road. Highway 9 is so much fun right there. From that stop sign down to that U-turn, and then to right here too. This part's kind of alright, this part's like whatever, but right after this we get back to all those switchbacks, and they're just so much fun to hit going fast. Is to not turn in so early. When you make a later turn in on motorcycles, it really opens up the corner. You kind of do like a late apex and you won't run as wide. See how late I turn in there and I cut this corner in? See how far I stay out so I can cut this in so I end up on the outside of the next corner? That's how you guys should be riding. Don't, when you see this left-hand turn, like stay out, now lean in. You know, don't be so anxious to turn. Bikes turn quickly, and we're so small, we can use the whole lane. So, you know, don't be so proactive. Yes, set up for the corner, all that type of stuff, but when you actually get to the corner, pick your turn-in point a little bit later. You know, don't rush it. See, like, wait, boom, now you turn in, you know? Most of you guys run wide because you guys turn in too soon. And when that happens, the corner kicks you out. Because now you're starting to accelerate and throttle with more lean angle, right? Well, with too much lean angle in the beginning. So, you know, so you don't get a good exit. So the key is to turn late like this, cut into the corner, swing out, cut into the corner. It's a very hard thing to trust and teach yourself, but it really benefits you. The corner opens up. You know, you can see through the corner a little bit better as well. You know, when you're braking, you can brake more straight up as well. And when you lean your bike in, like, you're not at a lean as long, because you're staying out, see how I'm staying out, and then you cut in and you just boom, and now my bike's almost straight up and I just cut through the corner. And you can kind of just fire it out over the hole, you know. It's a little tip and trick for a lot of you newer riders out there. You know, that was something I had to break a habit of, was turning in too early. You know, especially on left-hand turns, because riding in America, we always drive on the right-hand side of the road, right? So a lot of the times, especially when you're riding in the mountains, a lot of the times the cliff is on our right side. So it makes us want to turn in earlier because we're scared of the cliff. And don't be so scared of the cliff. Because if you turn in too early anyway, you're gonna run wide and go off the cliff. So try to stay outside a little bit more, cut in a little bit later, you know, scrub some speed by either slight braking or closing throttle a little bit. There's nothing wrong entering the corner slow, you guys. Slow in, fast out is what you should always be achieving. You know, that's why a lot of more veteran riders are much quicker in corners, because that's what they kind of really are focusing on. Slow in, fast out, slow in, fast out, right? And that's where a lot of racers make up time. We make up time on our brakes, not so much on our throttle. Of course, the more time you spend at full throttle, the faster you're gonna be, obviously. But also, the later you brake, means you're carrying more speed into the corner, and that is also knocking off tenths of seconds so that you can make a better lap time. So if anybody didn't know that, there's some secrets for you right there. Not even secrets really, you know, just more of like common racer knowledge. I raced with AFM in 2018. I got my race license that year. I was gonna race in the 600s, but man, those guys are fast. There was no way I was gonna be able to keep up with the 600 guys, because they've been doing that for years, and plus they graduated from smaller bikes into the 600, you know. And I'm like 15-20 seconds off their pace per lap. That's how much faster they are, because that's how much better they are. They can extract so much more from the motorcycle. So I decided to go with a 250cc beginner motorcycle. Oh man, homeless guy or something. They got him handcuffed on the side of the road. But yeah, I dropped down to a 250cc. I raced in the Legacy Novice class, because because I just wanted to be competitive. What's more important to me was being more competitive. You know, I wasn't a spring chicken anymore. I wasn't young anymore. I was in my upper 30s when I started racing. So I didn't have a lot of time to practice and get better. So I just wanted to compete right away because I knew I could compete. I just had to get in the right class. So the Novice 250 was a very good class for me to get into. I even raced a couple of the 350 Superbike classes just to see how I could hang with some of the Ninja 300s and Yamaha R3s, you know, and the RC 390s. I was able to beat a few of them, you know, so it goes to show you, you know, a little 250 can still go quite a long way if you got the right rider behind it. I ended up finishing second in the championships points. And the only guy that really beat me was a guy who shouldn't have been a novice, but he was gone for a while. So the way the AFM operates is if you could race until you get a white plate, right? And a white plate means that you're now an expert racer. A yellow plate means you're a novice or beginner, right? And so what happened was he left for an X amount of years and he came back. Well, when that happens, they give you a yellow plate again because you've been gone for an X amount of time, right? So he came back with a yellow plate and I was like, man, who is this guy? He is freaking fast. I was like, he's just as fast as the pros. That's when my buddies that raced in the 350 Super Sport classes were like, oh yeah, they're like, no, that guy is not a novice. Oh, you can see the clouds rolling in tonight. That's why it's getting so cool. Look at that. I'm definitely gonna have to drive tomorrow to work if the clouds are rolling in already. I was thinking about riding tomorrow, but it'd be so nice to ride. But man, not with the clouds like that rolling in. Look at that. It's like a scene from Twilight. Oh no, almost accident. Jesus Christ, you guys. Learn how to drive, please, you guys. It's a four-way stop. Just because you stop doesn't mean you get to go. Yeah, I see ya, buddy. You don't have to flash me. Yeah, I'm sorry if these KTM lights are really bright, but I mean, they just are. Thank you, KTM, for making such bright headlights. And then me adding the LED auxiliary lights just makes it so much better, so enjoyable to ride at night. I can see really far down the road, and these S1 Baja design lights, when I'm even leaned over in a corner, like they emit so much light that, you know, I can really still see the corner, which is like super nice, you know. I'm gonna pull off to the side here, or not. Sometimes I can't get to cut in there because of there's a stoplight there just around the corner, and they keep sending one lane traffic through, so you can get to a really long line of cars and you're just waiting. And I don't like waiting in the middle of the road there because I feel like I'm in the way and I don't want anybody to rear end me, so I usually pull off to the side and wait. So that's fine, neutral bend. There we go. Well, I hope that was a good ride for you guys. You guys could hear me and not hear the wind. This is how I back my bike up. That's the Aprilia under the cover there. I'm gonna have to cover the KTM tonight because it might rain. Well, the cloud's gonna make everything really wet, just like rain. We get a lot of cloud run-ins here in it, and it's worse than fog because it's super thick and it's really wet. All right, everybody. So that was a short ride on the KTM 390 Adventure. And welcome to Sequoia Villa, my beautiful home. Hey, it's Hamilton. Hey, Hamilton. All right. See you later. Peace.